Hi, this is Diane. You're currently watching the Just Kidding Around show. Thank you so much for joining us. We're on every Saturday, Sunday, and Wednesday. And each week we like to introduce our viewers to different families and different hobbies and crafts. And today we have a new guest on the show. His name is Andrew Kolibas. I'm sorry, Kolibas. This is Andrew, and he's been so kind to come here, and he brought many animals and kids with him.
Yes, we brought two of our kids and a friend, and then lots and lots of animals.
Yeah, so I'm excited to get started with that. Before we do, we usually do a shout out to some people in the viewing audience, so.
Yeah, we got my wife Corinna at home, and then our other boys, Grant, Michael, and Alex.
Okay, and I'll say hello to all the students at South Bay Elementary. So, I almost don't know where to start, but I do know that we had opening credits on a little animal. What was that called?
That's a hedgehog. Her name is Kiwi.
Okay, and that was a frozen shot. So later we'll bring her on.
Yes.
But right now I'm going to turn around, and I don't even know what's in this container, but I want you to know, if you're watching the show at home, that this is only a traveling container. This isn't this animal's full-time home or habitat. But do you want me to open up and just see what's in there?
Go ahead.
See what I pull out? Okay. This is a family pet. And what are we looking at?
This is Shelly Bob.
Shelly Bob.
And Shelly Bob is a Russian tortoise.
A Russian tortoise. Is this as large as she will get?
Yeah, she's might grow another inch or two, but they don't get real big. This is about their full size. And she has a friend at home named Fancy Nancy. So we got Shelly Bob and Fancy Nancy.
Fancy Nancy's a book character. I don't know if you know that, but there are a lot of books about Fancy Nancy. And what do you feed? What do you feed a turtle?
These turtles eat prepared food.
Okay.
So it's like a pellet. It's crushed timothy and vitamins and other nutrients that they get. And then they have a water dish. And then their bedding is essentially the same stuff that's in their travel case. It's a compressed wood.
And is she scared right now? She seems scared.
Yeah, she can get intimidated, and they'll suck into their shell when they do.
Okay. So do you recommend a turtle as a family pet?
A turtle can be a really good family pet, but there's needs, I think, that people don't think about.
Like?
Land turtles have less than water turtles because you're not required to have a water filter and a water and aquarium and whatnot. She actually lives in a converted piece of furniture. So we took a cupboard or a sideboard and cut out the door and put plexiglass in it.
Oh.
And then it's got UVA, UVB light for their nutrients they get from the sun. UV helps them with their shell growth and their calcium intake.
Okay.
And then a heat pad to maintain their heat. And then their food, a water dish, a little hide a cave, and some bedding.
Okay, so if you're at home, there's a nice little close-up of her. So if you're at home and you think, that looks like a fun pet, don't go out unless you can provide the proper habitat, right?
Yes, very much so.
Yeah.
I would highly recommend doing your research to see what kind of animal you want, what fits your needs, how big it gets. Well, we'll talk about that later with a different turtle.
Well, I was going to ask that. Did you call that a tortoise or a turtle?
Tortoise.
Well, that's what I thought I heard you say.
A turtle is a grand term for terrapins and tortoises.
Okay, but a tortoise doesn't need as much water as a turtle needs.
Correct.
Yeah?
A terrapin is a water turtle.
Okay.
A tortoise is a land turtle, and turtle is a turtle.
So can I ask you something about her? I used to have a turtle, and I would take him out when I worked at Pleasant Glade, and most people think that turtles are very slow. Oh my gosh, he would run away from me and I'd have to find him. And one time he got wedged behind the fish tank, and so I finally learned that, I had to really watch him when I let him out. So does a tortoise move slower? Is this a slower moving type of turtle?
Yeah, they can move quick when they want to move fast. Fast defined as in, maybe a scurry for another animal. But most of the time they move pretty slow and methodical. But they can climb a lot of places. They have, in their house, they have a wood, kind of like a cut piece of wood for their cove or their hiding, and they'll actually climb on top of that and sit up on top, and it blows my mind whenever they climb that, because you would think by looking at it couldn't do that. Well, she's got some pretty good claws.
Okay. Yeah. And do other animals, how do they defend themselves? I mean, if you have a cat, could you have other animals and have this animal have a turtle?
You know, whenever they defend themselves, they basically suck into their shell. And they'll
Okay.
put their arms up in front of their face and pull in real tight. And that's really their only line of defense is their shell. And for the most part, they're safe, but I would not recommend having it in an area where a cat or other animal could reach it because it could cause damage or scratch the shell.
Okay. Well, I've been told you can repair their shells with duct tape. Is that not true?
Maybe, I've never done it.
Well, you don't want to break their shell. So is it true that you brought your kids and they brought some of their pets?
Yeah, I brought 2 of my kids and one of their friends.
So is Glenn out in the audience somewhere?
He is.
Is Glenn or Ray, are you out in the audience? Could you guys come up now? Now, I don't want to, how do we organize this? She was fun. So this is Glenn and Ray, you can maybe sit on, yeah, that'll be perfect. I don't know if we can have both those mics on at once. Let's give it a try and they'll let us know. Will the camera guys let us know? Okay, so what do you have?
A bearded dragon.
All right, and can you guys hear his voice well enough, Carl? Yeah? Is Glenn's voice coming through on the microphone?
Glenn's voice coming on the microphone.
Okay, we'll just keep going. They'll let us know if it doesn't.
Yes, it is.
So this is a bearded dragon. We better take him out. And once again, this is not his usual home. He has a much larger habitat. He's just been carrying this. Oh, boy. Boy, he looks prehistoric. What do you want to tell us
What do you want
about
us to
him?
tell about? What's his name?
His name is Redbeard, and his spikes on him, they're not actually sharp. They're very, they look sharp, but they're very dull because his skin is flabby, and it just makes it look like, it makes it safe from other predators because they don't want to get stabbed by the thorns.
Oh, so that's how he protects himself, pretty much.
Yeah.
Do they have teeth?
Not much, I don't think. I've never really.
But they're carnivores.
Yeah, it's more like almost like a beak, kind of a cartilaginous
Okay.
mouth, and it has little tiny kind of serrated edges to it.
Okay, all right. So he wants to get moving now, huh? Do you think these hot lights make him, the studio lights are warm? Oh, that's a good close-up. There. And what can you do with this pet? Why would you recommend a pet like this?
Well, they're fun to watch it eat alive. It's fun because, well, most animals, you just feed them and then they eat at night. And it's also very funny when you touch the thorns, they don't actually stab you.
Okay. Do you ever wear him or?
Yeah, he has sharp claws that they can stay on your clothes.
So you can watch TV with a lizard around your neck or something. Is he going to get much larger? Do you know?
I think that's about as large as they get.
6 to 15 inches from head to tail is kind of the average size, but they can get up to 20 or 24.
He is very engaged. Is he looking all around now?
Oh yeah, he likes to take it in.
Oh, he's pretty smart.
And when he gets scared, he'll puff up his chin.
Oh, so he's not scared then?
Not right now, no, but that's why he's called a bearded dragon, because he'll puff his chin up and those little spikes stick out. And then it'll look like a beard. And
So he feels at home here.
and he'll flatten himself and puff his sides out and try to make himself
that
look
would
as
be
big
kind
as
of fun
possible.
to see, but I don't want to stress him out or anything. He looks like he's just really looking at everything.
And bearded dragons are one of the
Yeah, he's looking at me now.
recommended first lizards
Oh,
because
really?
they're so easy to take care of.
Oh, really?
They're
They're a
really-
recommended, I want to repeat that. They're a recommended first lizard because they're so easy to take care of?
Yeah, most lizards eat live insects, and he'll eat live insects as well as prepared food. So you don't have to always feed live. And then he has a very calm demeanor. He doesn't have to be held all the time to not be kind of crazy and wild with you. He'll most of the time just sit in your hand.
Oh, he feels very safe with you. He's probably used to your hands. Yeah, look at him. It seems it's amazing. They must be fairly intelligent. I mean,
Yeah,
somewhat.
He responds to people and things, and he's kind of puffing his chin up a little bit.
Oh, is he? Oh, there it is.
He's ready to
That's
get
the
going.
beard. Okay. we
And they
better
like
put him-
climbing up to high places, so he's always trying to go up.
Oh, that would make me nervous to have a pet that could climb to the ceiling. He
Well,
could?
If he escapes, just look up because he's probably sitting on top of a couch or refrigerator somewhere.
Oh, well, that wouldn't be bad, just so he wasn't on the ceiling.
Yeah, no, he can't stick to walls.
Oh, good. Oh, no, that wouldn't be bad if he was on a...
He's got claws, not suction cups.
Oh. Well, thank you for sharing him. Was this your first pet, Glenn?
No, he's one of our family pets, but I like to play with him a lot.
Okay, so he's a family. So you have family pets, plus each kid has their own pet,
Yeah.
right? Okay, and then Ray's with you. Ray, do you have something down there?
Yeah.
What do you have?
Put this guy back.
Let's put that. And again, this isn't the habitat they live in at home. They just were brought to the station with this.
He's making a run for it.
Oh, his tail. Is his tail in?
No, it's just touching the top.
Oh, okay. So what's in that box?
Jackie.
Glenn, you want to take him out?
Oh, I held him before the show. I hope the cameras can get a close-up of this guy.
Here, Ray, pull the mic up to your mouth. There you go.
This is Jackie. He's an African fat tail.
African what?
Fat tail.
A fat-tailed
Merci.
gecko.
Oh, it's a gecko. Is he gonna be okay with me? Oh, he's gorgeous. Is he hard to find? Is it hard to get one of these?
We bought him at the Reptile and Expo. It comes in once a year to the Puyallup Fairgrounds,
Oh.
usually in October.
Oh, he is beautiful. I own a gecko, but boy, this guy's really pretty. Is this as large as he's going to get?
Yes, it's a dwarf version of gecko.
He's a dwarf. Is he hard to take care of?
No, you just, if you forget to feed him, he stores food in his tail so he can eat out of that.
Oh, like mine. Their tail gets fat.
Yeah.
Right.
That means They
Yeah.
have food in their tail and they can eat it. When their tail gets skinnier and you don't have any food, that means you need to feed it because it's almost out of food.
Yeah.
Do you give him mealworms or?
Cockroaches.
He eats cockroach. Oh, there he is. Oh, is he in focus or is it my eyes without my glasses?
He's in focus.
Oh, it's me. Isn't he beautiful? And he's not going to get much larger than that. Wow. Do all these lizards get along?
Yeah, that one's pretty friendly.
But do they get along with each other, or is there a bully, or?
Depends how small the space is. If it's like a small space, they'll fight over space, and then if it's like a bigger space, they'll like kind of play, and then like if they get mad, they'll just separate.
Do you know, I hope that there's a mic over there, and you're not holding the mic. I hope people heard what you said, because that was really important information. I'm glad you brought that up. That they can be territorial if they don't have enough space.
Yes.
But if they do have enough space, then they play.
Yes.
Both microphones work. Get one microphone.
Can they have them on at the same time?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to give him back, even though I really don't want to.
And also, they all have their own separate homes. They don't live together.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then another cool fact is you can actually like leave him on your shoulder if you can walk around with him.
Okay.
That's
So,
yeah.
oh, here it is, right here. Right?
Yeah, Glenn, when Glenn's at home doing whatever it is Glenn does in his spare time, a lot of times he'll have Jackie sitting up on his shoulder.
Oh.
And he just kind of hangs out. Sometimes he climbs up on his head and he'll do peekaboo off of his forehead.
So is this your favorite? Kind of?
One of my favorites, yeah.
It's the one that lives it's in Glenn's room.
Oh, he actually lives in the room. Well, thanks so much, Glenn. I hear you've got a younger brother named Gavin. Is that right?
Yep.
Yes.
He might have a pet he wants to share too. So can you turn the microphone off and set the microphone, one of them on the table at least.
Here, Glenn, with
And yeah, and then see if your brother's in the audience. I think he's out there somewhere.
Hi, Gavin.
Hello, Dad.
What do you got, Gavin?
Oh,
I have
he moves.
this guy, and he moves because he likes to run away. He's an escape artist. He runs a lot, and he will get to be Redbeard's size, if not bigger.
No, he's not quite as big as Redbeard.
He will get to.
Really?
Yes, he will. That's what Mom said.
Well, let's not contradict Mom.
Not on TV. Okay. So he is one. The other lizards you brought on were just sort of, didn't move a lot, but this guy moves a lot. Could he climb up a wall?
Well, not he would try, but he'll probably only get a feet until he falls.
Does he have suction cups on
No,
his feet? Oh,
he
good.
just has claws. He'll try, but he won't really get that far.
Good, because I'd hate to, if we lost a lizard up here, can you imagine how far? We did lose a cat in the studio once, so that was kind of a scary time.
He'd probably be able to climb a wall if it was like a textured, like a stucco or something.
Yeah, this guy looks more athletic or something than the others. So what did you say his name is?
A splat.
Splat. Is there a reason for that name?
No, I just like it.
All right. And what do you feed Splat?
Cockroaches.
Oh, were we going to feed an animal on the air? Is this the one we're feeding, or is
I want
it
to
too
feed
active?
Redbeard and this one.
We can try. Sometimes they get a little stage fright for people, but we can certainly try. We brought cockroaches.
Okay. I could get stage fright with cockroaches.
Did you want to try that now, or?
I don't know.
Let's see
What
if
do
we'll
you
eat
think?
it.
Which one would be the hungriest? Oh, look at his tail. Can you show the audience that tail? Isn't that a tail a sign that he's well fed?
Yes.
No? Yeah?
Yes. It's a very
He
healthy
usually
tail.
eats 3 cockroaches each day.
Every day he eats a cockroach? Oh, wow. That's a lot. You don't feed mealworms to yours?
You
Because I
can.
give
We just
mine a meal. Okay.
they'll eat mealworms, crickets, cockroaches, most any insect. But we just happen to breed the cockroaches, so.
Okay. So, and what about lizards losing their tails? Have you ever had a lizard lose their tail?
Well, Redbeard, he lost his tail. Redbeard's sister is at a preschool, and they got in a fight once, and the sister bit Redbeard's tail, but tails go back, which the other lizard wasn't that smart. But then Redbeard bit the hand, and the hands don't go back, so.
Oh no, the other lizard
Yeah,
lost his hand.
Redbeard's sister
Doesn't have a hand.
3 hand.
lives at Auburn Gymnastics in the preschool, and they
yeah.
call him Tripod because she's
Tripod,
got 3 feet.
She's missing a hand. Oh my goodness. So, but the rest of your lizards have never lost their tails. So what causes that? I mean, in that case, a lizard bit it off, but
Them losing their tails, it's a defense mechanism. So if a predator grabs it by the tail, it can actually break its own tail off and then escape. And then
Okay.
it'll grow back, but it'll be short, stubby, and not very colorful. It'll just be kind of a dull brown. That's
let's
its
see
ear.
what he's looking at. What are we
He's looking at the ear.
Oh. And is this a leopard gecko?
It is, yeah. It's a bigger variety.
I was going to say, because I own a leopard gecko, but mine doesn't have spots. Mine's much older than that, and he's not as big as that.
Yeah, this
oh,
one's
we got
just
a
over.
close-up.
This one's just over a year old, and he's already pretty big.
Splat is just a little active guy. So you don't wear him on your shoulder as much as Glenn wears the other
I
one.
do, and I've played with him a lot, and he will climb off in areas that I'm not escape. If I'm downstairs, he will try, but he normally doesn't. But when I put him on my shoulder or head, he just stays there because he's like, I've never been down here in the house before.
Oh, he's curious. He seems curious. He looks like one that would be...
Every morning when I do my chores, sometimes I'll put him on my head while I do my chores, and he'll just stay there.
Well, he is when Gavin holds him like that. Is a leopard kind of responding like he would in the wild, like in a tree or something, or do you think
As far as
they
climbing
like
up?
climbing? Yeah.
I think they do, yeah. I think they always try to go up. I think the climbing lizards like to climb and go up.
And they see maybe our bodies like trees, sort
Yeah,
of.
most of the time when they have them on their shoulders, they usually end up on top of their head.
Yeah.
At some point, yeah.
I
Or
usually
laying there
put
like
them
they
here,
might
and
in a
then a minute later they're up there. And one time when Glenn had his lizard on his head, he pooped.
Oh. Do you know what? I have some kind of bad news. We only have 8 minutes left, and we still. Glenn, did you have another pet you wanted to show?
I still have mine.
And you have another one? Okay, let's put Splat back. And okay. So each kid in your family has a pet?
These 2 are my own.
You have your very own
I
pet.
had this one in my room until he moved out. Then I got this one.
Okay, so are they part of your daily chores?
No, I just feed them whenever it's low, give them water, and play with them a lot.
So
Okay.
yes,
So
they are.
those are called chores. You know?
Not really.
Yeah. Oh boy. So tell us about this. This one's really in there.
Hey, he pooped.
What's this one's name,
Wow.
Gavin?
Frank or Frankie.
What type of turtle is Frank?
Cicada.
A spur-thighed sulcata. If you look at his thighs, they have like armored legs. And he doesn't quite fit all the way into his shell, so he puts his legs up and puts his armor up to protect him.
Oh, that's unique.
And this is the kind of turtle that you can buy at a pet store, but most people don't realize he gets quite as big.
How big's he gonna get?
He's the third largest breed of tortoise in the world.
So what are you gonna do? There he is on TV.
It's like this big.
Yeah, they'll get to be about 150 pounds.
And then what are you gonna do then?
We put him out in our big shed, and then we have a fenced area.
So you already have a home for him when he
Yeah,
gets larger.
we already have one too.
We have a full-grown
This is our
one.
second.
You already have a full grown of these.
Yes, his name's Biggie. He lives at home.
Is Biggie the one that lives with the chickens?
Yes,
Yeah.
Biggie lives with the chickens.
And the chickens don't bother him.
They catch riot on his back. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Well, these are amazing. You guys don't know. 1 minute. No.
You got 6, buddy.
They said one.
We got all kinds of camera crew out there doing, I don't know. So we are going to have to wrap it up soon. Do the turtles live together in their in cages? You say this one lives in your room, and when it gets bigger, it's going to go outside.
Well, right, we had it in my room until we got this one. Now it lives with 2 other turtles, and it lives with the one that you guys had first and a different one that's at home.
Okay. All right. So now at this point, do we want to show all the animals in the last 8 minutes? Can I pick one? There's one back here making a lot of noise. Thank you, Gavin, very much for sharing those. Can we show this? And I'd like to see the,
We got the hedgehog to finish with,
yeah,
probably.
yeah. Why don't we wrap it up with that? So we're gonna do 2 more animals. They're coming out. Well, why don't all you guys just stay? Just stay on the air. So this is Gavin, Glenn, and Ray, and they're going to use the microphones when they want to talk. Why is his head kind of crusty like that?
He's probably getting ready to shed some skin.
Oh, turtle shed?
Yeah, not quite like the lizards. It doesn't come off in the same, but it flakes off and then new skin grows underneath.
Okay. And how many turtles do you have altogether?
Like 15,
15?
about, yeah.
I thought we were going to be doing mainly lizards, but it looks like you have as many turtles.
We have way more turtles than
Okay.
lizards.
And
We have-
how about the cockroaches?
We have
Are
quite a
gonna-
few of these turtles in the home. These are our water turtles.
Oh, here come the
And
cockroaches.
2 of them are out South Bay in Miss Peters' classroom.
You see the size difference.
Oh. So, oh, what a close-up. That's beautiful. And then on top of him is, and this is a full-grown turtle. I like this little guy.
It's a mini musk, and this is about as big as it gets.
So does he need water?
Yes.
Is that the kind they used to sell at the Puyallup Fair?
I don't know about at the fair, quite possibly, but they do sell them at the Reptile Expo, which is at the Puyallup Fairgrounds.
So years ago, they used to sell a turtle, years and years ago, and they had to quit selling because they said that you can get salmonella from a turtle. So what are your thoughts on that?
Turtles can give you salmonella. That's why it's important to wash your hands when you're done handling them.
Okay.
Especially water turtles, because they eat, drink, and go to the bathroom in their water. So if their water's not been changed or cleaned, it could give you some diseases or make you sick.
So can you get salmonella from the lizards or any of the other pets here?
You can get sick. It's a pretty good rule of thumb to wash your hands when you're done handling them. All of our,
Don't lean on a table, it could collapse.
we have hand sanitizer by the pets
Oh,
and
good.
or the sink.
So your kids wash hands a
Yep.
lot. Okay, these guys don't eat cockroaches, do they?
The turtles do not.
No, I didn't think so, but he looks like he's interested in that container.
He probably thinks it's
You know,
regular food.
Turtles, I truly believe, I owned a turtle for 20 years, and I truly believe they're much smarter than what people think. And there is, if you go on YouTube, there's actually this dentist or a psychologist or some doctor that actually taught a turtle how to do high five and how to roll over and all these dog tricks. Yeah, you can look it up on YouTube. So guys, please don't lean on the table at all, because if this came down, we'd all be in trouble. Thank you. So can we finish off then? We're down to how many minutes, Carl? 2 minutes? Well, let's put this guy away. We were gonna feed cockroaches on the air. Here, Glenn, or somebody help. Oh, thanks. We have time to feed cockroaches, or else we can bring the hedgehog out. One or the other. Guys, what do you think? Hedgehog or?
Well, the cockroach, the hedgehog might eat a cockroach.
Oh, good. Let's do that.
You can try.
2 and 1.
And the small water turtles, we have 2 of them at South Bay if you want to come.
Oh, I would love to see
Yeah,
them.
in our classroom we have 2 as
Oh, okay.
our
Thank
pets.
you. So, why are you putting gloves on? Will this animal bite?
No, he's pokey.
She's pokey.
She's pokey.
She's pokey, and again, if you just tuned in, these are not what this. They don't keep their animals in this. They only are travel containers. They have really nice habitats on their property, and this is a sweet little animal, but she's pokey. How pokey?
She's pretty. When she gets scared, she rolls into a ball, and sometimes she'll hiss. And she actually licks and spits on the end of her spines.
Really?
So when it pokes you, it'll leave a little tingly sensation.
Well, she looks like she's waking up out of the pouch. So she's not related to a porcupine.
Not directly. I don't know. They might be cousins. I'm not sure on that. They're certainly a completely different animal.
Yeah, it's a mammal.
It is. Yep, they're live bearers.
How long have you had her?
We've had her just over a year.
So she fits in with the turtles and the.
She actually lives directly underneath the bearded dragon. They have a split level home. So yeah, bearded dragon's up top with the shelf. They have no access to each other, but they share the
Oh,
same
here it
piece
is.
of
Why don't you
furniture.
do it, honey, Gavin, on the other side? So that, no, not that. Come here. Yeah, on the other side of her body.
Put it right here.
No. Yeah, not because you.
She may or may not eat it. She gets stage fright.
So that's a cockroach. I think she's curious, right?
1 moment, 1 minute.
1 minute to eat a cockroach. Okay, we'll keep talking about this hedgehog.
I don't think she's gonna.
Hi,
She's
I
got
wish
some
she'd
stage
show
fright
her
going.
face. Can we turn her around? She's seems more timid than the others. Oh, and how long do they live?
In captivity, 3 to 5 years is fairly common. They're not quite as long as they do out in nature, and
Okay.
nobody really knows why. They're not sure if it's lack of exercise or diet. They're naturally foragers. They look under logs for insects and bugs and stuff.
Oh, that's interesting because most animals actually live longer in captivity.
Yeah, not
That's what I've heard,
hedgehogs.
but not hedgehogs.
They're kind
And you
of
know, that's interesting you said that they forage under logs because that's what porcupines do. Porcupines like swamps.
Yes. Sorry, the kids are in my ear.
He's whispering to his mic, don't you? He wants to feed somebody. We're wrapping it up. So I'm surrounded by a family of animals that are owned by this wonderful family, and the kids have their own pets, and I want to thank you guys for sharing your pets.
Gavin, that's fine. He's not going to eat it, but they're stage
Force
fright.
feeding animals on here. It's all right. We were kind of hoping they'd eat them. I want to thank the Kolibas family for coming and bringing your pets, and thank you, Ray, for joining us too. And tune in again sometime for the Just Kidding Around show. Bye.
Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on his farm he had a cow, E-I-E-I-O. With a here and a there, here a there, everywhere. Old MacDonald
It's
had a
disgusting. I
farm,
get to see it. That would have been fun. Oh, that's too bad.
Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on his farm he had a pig, E-I-E-I-O. With a here and a there, here a there.